walking.
Traveler.
In
In
Asahikawa.
Asahikawa.
I heard that Kamuikoten means the place where God lives in Inu. But according to the information board, it says the place where the demon lives. As the width of the Ishikari River narrows rapidly, the river became a swirling torrent and many boats were swallowed up, so it was feared that a demon lived there. It's very powerful, and not only the flow of the river, but also the steep rocky surface overwhelms what you see. That's a matter of course. The energy is overwhelming because it is a metamorphic rock zone. That shows that Hokkaido, which used to be divided into the west and the east, collided with each other due to the movement of the plate and became a single land. If you cross Kamui-Ohashi Bridge, you will find the station building of the old Kamuikoten station. And right next to it is the Kamuikoten Tunnel on the old Hakodate main line. The Kamuikoten Tunnel is the first tunnel in Japan to successfully excavate serpentine rocks. The next place I visited was the Arashiyama Observatory. The place was called Arashiyama by Mr. Mishitoshi Iwamura, the first director of the Hokkaido Agency. Mr. Iwamura, who entered the Kamokawa area to investigate and climbed Shikabumi Yama, said Ishikatake was similar to Mount Hiri, and Ishikatake was similar to Kamogawa? Mr. Iwamura wrote, "This place looks just like Kyoto," and named the mountain he climbed, Arashiyama, the same as the mountain in Kyoto. Then, he will promote the movement to make the Kamokawa region the central city of Hokkaido. The movement became more likely in 1888 when Kiyotaka Kuroda became prime minister. Mr. Takeshiro Nagayama, the second chief of the Hokkaido Agency, promoted the plan. Mr. Nagayama made a plan to build a detached palace in a hilly area in Asahikawa. That place is here. However, the plan came to nothing when Mr. Kitagaki Kinemiki became the head of the Hokkaido Agency in 1892. That's because Mr. Iwamura is from Koki and Mr. Kuroda and Mr. Nagayama are from Kagoshima. Mr. Kitagaki, who is from Kyoto, was probably not convinced. Kamokawa Jinja Shrine is now standing at the planned site of the detached palace. The combination of Amaterasu Wamikami as the main god and Toiluka no Kami as the left seat is the same as the inner and outer palaces of Issei Shrine. Mr. Iwamura, Mr. Kuroda and Mr. Nagayama, who worked hard to build the detached palace, are also enshrined on the right. Although their ambition to become the central city of Hokkaido was rejected, Asahikawa developed into the second largest city in Hokkaido. The driving force behind this was the existence of the 7th Division of the Japanese Imperial Army, which was established in 1896. With the relocation of conscripted soldiers from all over Hokkaido, Asahikawa will develop mainly in the munitions industry. Tokiwa Park was created under the leadership of the military as a venue for interaction with citizens. The soldiers were healed by the park during their hard military service. Asahi Bridge connected military facilities with civilian life. No matter how many tanks you drive in a row, the bridge is built in a sturdy structure that won't budge. The Hakukin Memorial Hall, adjacent to the Ground Self-Defense Forces Asahikawa Garrison, details the history of the 7th Division of the Imperial Army. You can look back on the relationship between Hokkaido and foreign countries. The life of Tonin-hei, who was responsible for the development of Hokkaido. The dispatch of troops to the Russo-Japanese War and the Pacific War. Over time, we forget the horrors of war and realize that war, which was a past event, is becoming a future event. Across from the Hakukin Memorial Hall is the Hokkaido Gakoku Shrine. The god enshrined is 63,158 war dead. In the precincts, there is a monument to the Ichiki unit that lost its life on Guadalcanal Island. With only 916 soldiers, the Ichiki unit crushed against more than 10,000 American troops waiting for it. Colonel Ichiki now was considered representative of the people of the ruined country for leading a reckless battle, and the bereaved families were unable to make their names public. It's the same now, and in the past, that you want to blame someone when they get bad results. Many soldiers, including the Ichiki unit, finished visiting the Koku Shrine in Hokkaido and headed for the battlefield. The road I took at that time was named Peace Street. However, it has now been replaced by a vulgar name such as Shopping Park. Learn from the past, and learn on. Now is the time to learn such things from the Ainu people.